One of the easiest ways to print money in 2025 is by mastering landing pages. The ability to create landing pages that convert will help you produce thousands of dollars for very few hours of work at a time. In this video, I will be covering the exact frameworks and structures you need to follow in order to be successful. If we have not met, my name is Jacob and I help businesses turn their views online into paying customers. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, what is a landing page? Well, a landing page is not your website. Your website is the overarching hub that people go to in order to find you, but your landing pages are specific pages within your website designed for a specific conversion goal, whether that's an email opt-in, a webinar registration, or even a product sales page. Now, before we get into all those different types of landing pages, I'm pretty sure you guys want to know how long it takes to build a landing page and how much money you can charge. So, depending on your level of mastery, it can take you anywhere between 4 to 8 hours from start to finish to build a landing page, and you can charge anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 depending on the workload. But the good thing is every business needs a landing page if they plan to operate online. So it's an easy opportunity for you guys to make a lot of money. Now, what makes a good landing page? There's a couple of key ingredients that you have to have in order for your landing page to be successful. First and foremost, you guys need to learn how to understand the flow of traffic on a given landing page or website. So that means who your target audience is, what they're struggling with, what they're looking for, whatever problem they're trying to solve, and what have they tried before. You have to put yourself in the shoes of the people coming to your website and your landing pages if you want to hope to get them to complete an action, which is going to be where your clear offer comes in. So anyone and everyone who visits your page should be able to understand what it is they're going to get if they complete the action you want them to complete, whether that's opting into an email, registering for a course, buying a product or a service. They need to know what they're going to get. And then at the very least, guys, when it comes to graphic design, a 3 out of 10 skill level will do. Trust me, before I got into building landing pages and websites, I had no idea about any of this stuff, and I just got into it and I started succeeding. So will you. Now, getting into the different types of landing pages. There's opt-in landing pages like I was speaking about, like email opt-ins. This is usually something that's tied to a sort of free offer, like, hey, if you're a part of my email list, you get all this content. Maybe you get a free guide, a free course, whatever it is. You're essentially exchanging something free for something else for free. So the ability to market to somebody in exchange for a free guide. A registration page is typically for webinars. Register for a webinar, you get some sort of free training. And then sales pages where an actual product offer happens directly. So here's a couple of examples, guys. So for a webinar-based landing page, I have here what's called RAL Academy. It's something to do with residential assisted living. But if we scroll down here, we can see that they have a VSL, which basically is going to cover everything about the program. We have different VSLs that have basically testimonials attached to them, FAQs, and then at the bottom, boom, register for free. So this is a pretty good example of a webinar related opt-in page, guys. And then if we go to an email opt-in page, this is actually a landing page I built for a past client of mine in the chiropractor niche. So if we're scrolling through their website, we're checking out what's going on and everything, boom, we have this pop up. Free guide, 7 days to back pain relief. We give them our email and then we get a free guide. So that's a pretty easy explanation of how email opt-ins work. And then we have sales pages. So if we go to this one right here, this one's called mycarp.com. This is basically a different option for deodorant. Basically, we go through the sales page and already from the start, we can see their offer, 67% off, 12 hours there. Basically, this is what every sales page is going to look like. It's going to be designed to get people to purchase right then and there. Now, when it comes to making landing pages, you can use several different interfaces, guys. Squarespace, Wix, Go High Level, which is a CRM, or Canva even. If you know anything about me, you know I've used Squarespace, but regardless of what interface you guys decide to go with, it really doesn't matter. What's going to matter is how you actually structure your landing page. So let's get into that. When it comes to structuring your landing page, these are the first 3 questions you need to answer in order to keep people on your landing page, okay? Because you got to understand, it's already tough as it is to get people to a landing page, whether you're marketing organically or posting ads. Keeping them there and actually getting them to take the action you want to take is even harder. So right off the bat, they should know, who is this for? Why should I care? And what's in it for me? So here's how you're going to answer these questions, guys. So in your headline or your hook, if we go over to my landing page here, this is my headline / hook. What your headline and hook should answer is it should clearly call out your target audience or clearly speak to your target audience, okay? So my target audience, I work with small business owners and entrepreneurs. I help them get paying customers with the traffic that they get online on social media, Google, whatever it is. So that's specifically speaking to my niche, okay? And then without the guesswork, that part is clearly highlighting the problem that they're talking about. So for the most part, people I work with are struggling with getting clients because they have no idea how to get clients. So they're just guessing. So that's highlighting their problem. Who is this for? Why should I care? And then when we get into the body, so guys, the headline / your hook should sometimes be enough to get people to convert, because you're always going to want to have a call to action right after your headline and subheadline, because we don't want them to have to go through our entire landing page if we don't have to in order to get them to take that desired action. The body copy or the body of your landing page is essentially designed to peak and twist their pain or desire in order to get them to take that action if they didn't already. So it can be words, it can be a video sales letter, but it's meant to amplify their pain or their desire by highlighting things they may have tried before, or future pace the audience into painting a picture of their desired dream state. So it's essentially getting them to visualize basically already having been in that dream state already. So that is basically what's going to cover the what's in it for me in case they didn't see it already in the headline. Obviously, what's in it for them is getting more paying customers, but if they don't get the idea, the body copy is essentially there to pique that pain and desire, okay? And finally, we've already been going over it, but call to actions. This is where you're actually telling them to take the action you want them to take once you've satisfied all 3 questions, which for me is yes, I want that, or book a call, whatever it is. You're trying to get them to click the button and take the next step. So guys, that's essentially the breakdown of creating masterful landing pages. If you guys want to go back and access this page right here, this document, you can see that in the description of the video, and you can use this when you guys are creating your landing pages.